so obnoxious and vulgar, and everywhere I went, like, people would scoff at me and talk about me. Hi guys, Ashton here with another video for Fashion Me Curvy, and I am doing a collab with Simba ThePrince, and we're going to be doing a video based on self-love today.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Simba ThePrince. Listen, it's time to get your life back again, okay? Start loving yourself again.
I get a lot of messages on Twitter and on YouTube asking me how do I have such confidence and how do I genuinely love myself. And the thing is, guys, you can't teach self-love. I mean, you can show people, you can project it onto people, you can be there and say, you know what, you're going to start loving yourself today. You have to start doing it within.
I remember when I first started out, I used to get people where they would ask me, they would write to me and they say, well, you look so comfortable in front of the camera. Aren't you scared? Aren't you, worried? And I used to tell them, listen, this is something that just builds up. It's something that really comes within. It's self-confidence. And yes, it does take time to build that up because I wasn't always a confident person. I fell into depression when I was younger. I think when I was 16, that was the first time I experienced depression. And really it's not a good feeling. It's really not a good feeling at all, because when you're in a stage of depression, you don't want to do anything. Luckily for me, I was still able to have the ability to eat and whatnot, but you can't talk to anybody when you go into depression because who can help you? Especially when you don't even really know to the core what's wrong with yourself. How can anybody else help you? You just know that something is missing, something isn't right, and because of that, I'm not satisfied with the way my life is going. But then I got to a point in time where I just realized, listen, I could either be depressed for the rest of my life or make the rest of my life the best of my life. And it wasn't until I got into YouTube and I started out not even wanting nobody to know who I was or anything, to now creating videos for the whole world to see.
It's like exercise. You start working out, and then you slowly stop because you're like, oh, this is so hard. But if you keep going at it, there's a big reward at the end of the whole thing. And self-love comes from within. You have to get in front of that mirror.
Look yourself in the eyes.
And tell yourself, hey, beautiful.
Hey, gorgeous.
I love you. Or
you look wonderful today.
Or hey, handsome.
Boy, you looking sharp today.
Look at those fleek eyebrows today. You have to give yourself compliments. You have to start loving yourself.
And I'm gonna make this day great no matter what.
You can only lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. And my grandma told me this so many times when I was growing up with my great-grandmother. She would tell me that so many times because I would always try to do something and I would fail at it. And sometimes I would do good at the end, but a lot of times I would fail. And I think that's one of the reasons why I wanted to become a YouTuber, is because I want to show you guys that even if I fail at doing this, that I still had fun doing it. And I still love myself.
And guys, that's one of the keys, self-love. Whether you succeed or you fail in something that you're doing, as long as you love it, then you're fine.
Self-love is not going to happen overnight. We're going to have our ups and downs. You're going to look at yourself in the mirror and think, oh my god, I'm so fat, I'm so ugly.
Or you're too small, too skinny, too dark, too light. Your hairstyle may not be what others may like.
I have those days too.
I've had those days. We've all had those days. Don't think you're alone in this. Because we've all had those days at some point in time in our lives. And most of us still go through it. And honestly, we don't have to.
And the thing is that it's not always going to be that way.
And really, it doesn't matter. Any of it. You don't need to seek acceptance from anybody else about the way that you look. You look the way that you look, and you should love that because it's a unique style, it's a unique look designed just for you.
You have to start from the bottom and build yourself up. My grandmother also told me that if you get knocked down 7 times, make sure you get back up 8 times. And in doing that, you know, you're showing yourself that even though I feel like shit today, or I'm just not in the mood and I'm not happy, whatever, that you're still gonna put on that face and you're still gonna go outside and show the world that, hey, this is me and I can do it. I'm worth it. I respect myself and I love myself enough to get my ass up and be somebody and do what I want to be and do what I want to do. Every day you're not going to feel that way, you know, but you're going to do it because you're worth it.
Self-love is strong. If you take the analogy of a flower growing out of concrete, a lot will say, well, that's impossible for a flower to grow out of concrete. But if you're that confident with yourself and you're able to keep loving yourself through people just trying to step on you, criticize you, say negative things about you, and you're still able to keep rising through the concrete, you're that much stronger than all those other flowers that grow in the garden because you grew out of concrete by yourself, and because you loved yourself, you have self-confidence in yourself, you're that much stronger than the rest of them that grew in the group and who didn't have confidence to believe in you.
Self-love is a reflection, okay? You look in the mirror and you think, I wish I looked like Kim K or Kylie Jenner or, you know, I don't know, Britney Spears. That was who I wanted to be back when I was like a kid. But, you know, I look in the mirror and I say, you know who I want to be today? I want to be freaking Ashton. That's who I want to be. I want to be Ashton. And you know what? I want you to look in the mirror today and I want you to say, hey, I want to be me. Say your name. Say, I want to be, what if your name is John, Jessica, Hillary, Peter, whatever. Say, hey, Peter, I want to be Peter. Because I love myself enough to say that. Only one of you, okay? Just because you're not rich or because you don't drive the fancy car or you're not in the big house doesn't mean that there is not a reason why you're here. Everything you do, even if it's something small, it affects people around you. And if you weren't here, you know, how do you think something would happen? Something wouldn't go good in someone's lives, you know?
Guys, listen, you matter, okay? You matter. You're not here by accident, okay? Nothing just happens by accident. You're here for a purpose. People need you here. Listen to me. You're more valuable on this earth here more than you think you are, okay? You're more important than you think you are. You matter to somebody so much more than you think you are, all right? So never sell yourself short. All right, you don't deserve that. I know you don't deserve that. You deserve the best, the best. It's just unfortunate a lot of us come from different places. Some of us come from poor, but it really doesn't matter what your status is in finance. You're important no matter what. Never forget that. And if you do, then I will constantly remind you. Because you're too important. You're too important. You matter. You matter that much. You just got to give yourself time to realize it. You may not realize it now. You're thinking, I don't see it, but you will. Give yourself time. That's all. Just give yourself time, and you're gonna realize it. You're gonna see it for yourself. How much you matter.
I used to think when I was young that no matter what I did, you know, I was so obnoxious and vulgar, and everywhere I went, like, people would scoff at me and talk about me, and I wouldn't fit in with my family because I wasn't Christian enough. And I just really hated myself for a long time, and that put a lot of stress on me. And one day I just woke up and I was like, world, I'm not going to give a shit anymore. I'm going to love me and do what I want to do. I'm still working on that. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't have complete confidence. I don't have complete, you know, I'm amazing every day. Hoo-ha, let's get up. But I get up and I do it because one day I want to feel that way every day. And you should want to feel that way every day too. If you're fat, skinny, tall, short, you know, have a mole or something. You know, Marilyn Monroe had a beauty mark. And she was hot as hell, girls. Guys, you know. Come on, use what you got and show the world who you are. Don't be afraid to love yourself. like Simba says in one of his things, I think it was, he said something about being a flower and blooming. Well, honey, it's now. It's spring, and it's time for you to start blooming. So go out there and get your sunshine. I hope you enjoyed our self-love video, and I hope that you can watch part 2 with Simba, our collab here. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and check out his channel for part 2 like I said. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on his channel, because self-love is awesome and important, and we all need it, and we could all use it.
Yes, and on behalf of the jungle, I would like to thank Fashion Me Curvy for having me on her channel. Click for part 2 of this video, which will be in the description. The links will be in that description bar for you.
Bye guys.